Hey guys, okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more of my um, Runaway Teen Legacy. Let's see. Gotta wait for this to behave itself again. Hard to put right. There we go. Just gives me a little bit of better lighting. Okay, there we go. It's doing the thing that it does after I've um, it backed out of the game to hit the record button in my OBS. Come on. I've decided that I actually like having my face cam up here instead of over like here or here or here or anywhere else. I actually like it up here better because the only thing that's getting covered this way is like notifications, which I can always just read those, and the buttons up here. And I've also shifted the camera over just a smidge so that it's yeah, so that the what do I want to say? There it is. But it just, it's when my TV's not in the background, because sometimes, more often than not, I've got something playing on my TV, which it shouldn't be picking it up too much. And it's just some old Sherlock Holmes stuff. And I actually looked it up. It's the show that I watch is from the 80s, not the 70s. I was off by a decade. Quality-wise, though, the quality between the 70s and 80s for TV shows, movies, etc. Wasn't as obviously wasn't as good as it is today. Okay, so we got this house. I don't even remember what we were doing when I last left off. This is the first time I've recorded in I think a day. I don't remember if I recorded at all yesterday or not. I was kind of busy with stuff. And update on my toddler. He is now able to get out of both of his playpen and his bed. So now I have to keep, well, I keep doors closed anyway if he's in the playpen, just out of habit from him when he's out here. But now I have to keep the doors to the bathroom and then the other room, which is just a second bedroom, which we don't use it. I basically use it as a changing room for him right now. But yeah, I'm gonna have to keep both of those doors closed at night now, just so that at most he can just get out here into the living room if I'm still asleep when he wakes up. But knowing him, he'd probably just climb up on my bed and end up waking me up anyway. Which, interestingly enough, when he climbs out of his bed, he doesn't climb out of his bed onto my bed and then down. He climbs over the edge and then, like, lowers himself down to the floor. It's interesting because you'd think it would be easier to lift himself out of the bed onto my bed, which is right up against his playpen. Or not his playpen, his bed. His playpen's right up against the couch. It has a hole in it. I don't even know how that happened exactly, but all of a sudden one day I noticed a hole in it. And I'm like, Okay, now it has to be pushed up against something. And he can slip out of that hole, so I actually have his playpen kind of tied to the couch. Like, I tied the legs of the playpen to the underside of to this metal bar that runs along the bottom of the couch. My couch is actually 3 pieces that are held together by metal bars. My cousin gave it to me as like a housewarming gift. I've got that. I've got a couple of chairs my aunt gave me. Most of the other furniture I have is stuff my grandparents gave me, though. I mean, I do have some stuff that I got from, like, well, some stuff I ordered from Walmart, some stuff I went to Walmart and picked up there. My TV in my living room TV used to be my dad's. The TV in the spare room is one that belonged to one of my grandmas, the one that passed, my grandma that passed away last year, and then the other TV, the one in my bedroom, is one my grandparents gave me around the time when I moved in. Like, not long after I moved in, they brought me a whole bunch of stuff. There's a table in my room that was my dad's, and then his mother's before him, and her mother's before her. It's just been passed down for a few generations in that on my dad's side. Why do loading screens have to take so long? So the other day, actually, I can't see the date, but the other night I was recording some of my Skyrim playthrough, and I had to cut a section of the video out because I nearly choked on what I was drinking, and I ended up spraying it like everywhere. It was not fun. I don't even know how I managed it. I just somehow inhaled just enough that I coughed while trying to take a drink, so I had to cut that little section. Luckily, most of that happened like right as a loading screen ended, and I didn't do anything past that because I was going to be cutting off the video anyway. So yeah, that wasn't fun. And I'm not going to share that footage with anyone because it's just like that particular snapshot of footage, because it's one of those things where I'm just like, that was it. One, it wasn't fun. Two, I could have seriously hurt myself just from the choking. Sorry, I have a fan blowing on me. It's been really warm here all day, and there's my air conditioner's right up there, and then I've got a fan right here, right next to me. Not that it would be visible on camera anyway, unless I tip the camera down, and I'm not going to do that. The area around my desk is a little messy. And the only mess in my apartment that you can see with my camera right now is that's a bookshelf back there. It has board games, a few books, but mostly board games. There's also a Sherlock Holmes game over there. It's I'm trying to remember what it's called, but there's a whole like group of cases that you're supposed to solve, and basically you're supposed to take notes and try to follow as few of the clues as you can to solve it. Obviously, if you follow more leads than what Holmes does, you lose a bunch of points. I've actually failed to solve any of them, and they're not actually stories from the books or from the old stories that Conan Doyle wrote. They're new cases, basically, and one of them has I think 3 or 4 parts, and it's actually trying to solve the case of Jack the Ripper. I don't know what route they went with that one, though. If they went with the route of the doctor that everyone was pretty sure was Jack the Ripper. or if they went a different route. But interestingly, most people are pretty sure it was a doctor that did it because of there was quite a bit of precision in the removal of certain organs from the bodies of the women. Also, a lot of people are fairly certain that the Black Dahlia murder back in, I think it was the 50s, was committed by a doctor. And actually the guy's own son, it was on one of those, I think it was on Ghost Hunters. I could be wrong, but I think it was on an episode of Ghost Hunters. They investigated the house where that doctor lived, where this guy grew up. And the guy actually did a little bit of an interview with them and said that he wouldn't be surprised if his dad did it. He believes that his dad was the one who killed Elizabeth Short. Yeah. I actually find those kinds of things from history to be quite fascinating. Like Lavinia Fisher, who is generally considered to be America's first female serial killer, but even if she did do it, which all the evidence pointed to her being the one that did it, but it could have been, who knows, it could have been her husband setting her up, it could have been someone else setting her up, but she's generally known as the first female serial killer in America because she's the first one that got caught, and that's if she is the one who actually did it. But basically, their legend has it that her prison cell that she was held in until the day she was executed is haunted, of course, and that women who go into that cell, because that prison is, I'm pretty sure that prison's completely closed down now, and it's mostly just a tourist trap, people wanting to see the ghosts and stuff, but they say that any woman who goes in there will feel extremely uncomfortable. And actually the Ghost Hunters did do an investigation in that prison. But also, according to legend, her spirit is a woman in white, which of course would be due to the fact that she was executed in her wedding dress. And then of course you got Lizzie Borden. But the thing with Lizzie Borden is a lot of people seem to, well, pretty much everyone agrees that she's probably the one that did it. Obviously the old jump rope rhyme from way back during that point in time exaggerated how many times the axe hit, because they actually did a documentary about it, and they proved that it would have taken about half as many hits with an axe to do the damage that she did. And basically the their investigation of the old Borden house and everything, basically what it turned up is it's pretty much a guarantee that Lizzie's the one who did it. But yeah, the thing is, looking at the case from another perspective, there are people who probably would be like, okay, I'm not surprised she ended up doing that. I mean, she could have gone about getting herself out of the situation she was in differently, but considering the situation she was in, according to some sources, it wouldn't have been easy to get out of that situation, because who are they going to believe? A troubled woman? Or her father, who's a respected member of the community? I think you can kind of get what I'm implying was going on there. I just would rather not go into any sort of detail with that one. It's messed up. Now, this save, I didn't do what I did for... So I'm working on another Runaway Teen Challenge on my stream. And off of stream, all day pretty much, when I haven't been taking care of my toddler, of course. But most of today, and also a bit of last night, after I'd put him to bed, I've been modifying the world, like all the towns, so that the residents of the town, I think the only households I kept that have adults in them are Bess Sterling's household and Knox Greenberg. And by Knox Greenberg's household, I just mean Knox Greenberg. And then I put that ghost guy, Felix Sided. I put him in the household with Knox, and then I put Mayor Whiskers in a house with one of my custom teens, and then I just put all the kids from other households in with teens. So it's just a bunch of teens taking care of kids and toddlers. And then I added some more occults. I added a few mermaids, added a few vampires, because, well, basically, I got rid of Vlad and the Vitors, so I replaced them with a new brother-sister pair of vampires. Like, personality-wise, they're fairly similar to the Vitors, but at the same time, they're also very different from them. And then another vampire. So there's 3 vampires, and I've moved them into Forgotten Hollow, of course. Added some more aliens. Well, actually, some aliens. There weren't really any. I'm gonna pause that for a second. Is this warming up? No, this is actually pretty cool right now. Sorry, I had to check the temperature of my... Maybe if I just turn my fan toward it. I think I'll go with a realism painting. And yeah, so I added a bunch of occults, some spellcasters, mermaids, aliens, and vampires. I added some of each. Obviously, you can't add plant sims because plant sims in The Sims 4, it's a temporary state of being, not a permanent one. Which is very different from previous games with plant sims. Okay, I definitely have done my fan pointed toward me. Maybe the game's been open too long. I might have to... Come on, paint your picture. I want to see how much it ends up being worth. But yeah, I kept Bess Sterling and her housemate, Knox Greenberg, and like I said, I added that ghost guy. And then I put like that ghost dog. I put that ghost dog in the one that's in the Maxis gallery. Or not in the gallery, it's in the Manage Households tab. Which you can't see from here. What the heck is she painting? I had her paint realism, right? Sorry about the lag. Pretty sure the majority of that lag is from how long I've had the game open. I've had the game open for over 24 hours, so I might. Obviously, I haven't been able to do much because of the lag, so. Large screen. Okay, it might be fixing itself now. Might be.
Kumbak movie plevar. Tenova.
Dick, go home to your boyfriend. His name is Dick. It's not me calling him. It's me saying. It's me saying, Dick Grayson, go back to your house. Dick Grayson. What the heck is he flirty? Is he a romance sim? I think he might be a romantic sim. Oh, cool, a cow plant. I also, in my other save, the one that I'm doing my other Runaway Teen challenge in, oh, is she hungry? Is she grabbing leftovers? Looks like she is. Yeah, looks like she actually might have grabbed leftovers. Is she a vegetarian? I can't remember. Yeah, she is. I must have had her buy that at some point. Okay, why is she not autonomously finishing her painting? Betsim. Finish your painting. So I can sell it. For lots of money. So that I can buy you more stuff for your house.
Neeb sports.
That's decent value. With a keystroke. Okay. Let's see. It's got the vegetarian lesson as always. Weekly bills have been paid. I have one of my mods makes it so that it's auto bill. It auto pays the bills. I think it might be SNB, the Sim National Bank mod. Vegetarian, successful prank day. She learned a new recipe. Mod notifications. And Weirbasu, I think I'm saying that right, I'm not sure, but he said that he is going to be updating UI cheats to incorporate the interior decorator career. So that's good. That's very good because because right now sorry, I'm saying because a lot. But right now, you can't use the UI cheats, cheats with the panel that pulls up for interior decorator because it's a completely different panel from the rest of the careers.
Venica Senke.
Whereas like the other active careers use similar,
Dasiwa Barley.
use a very similar
Femboy Barovi.
aspect of the UI.
Sippin' Frost.
What was I gonna do? I was gonna have her find an odd job. Because she's
Paparani
not allowed to have
Swampish.
part-time jobs, but there's no rule that says she can't do odd jobs. And I'm gonna have her get a full-time career, a full-time career when she's an adult. Which will happen in, oops, that was supposed to be the Simology tab, not, meant to open the Simology tab, not the, I was watching, I don't remember who it was, but I was watching someone playing Sims 4, and they had the in need of waxing odd job as an option. And I don't think whoever was I was watching read the thing all the way through, because obviously at first you start reading and it's like, I need to hire someone to do some waxing. I want to take my darling to the ocean and I can't let my friends see her looking like she does right now. I have all the supplies, but I just don't have time to do it myself. Don't you dare get a scratch on her perfect body. She's the best aquazip a girl could ask for. The thing is, it's not asking to do some waxing on someone's girlfriend. It's waxing someone's jet ski, to put it simply. Ooh, this was a one-time payment. Ocean's Embrace. Between. I don't know if I have mixology skills, so I don't think I'm qualified for that one, but I am qualified for this one because I have high enough fitness. Okay, so for that one, and the odd jobs, of course, show up in the job panel, career panel. Dive for treasure, mail treasure, travel. Need to go to Sulani. This is not the first time I've done dive for treasure. And I know some of the other ones are like 66 an hour, but a lot of the time they're only a couple hours, so you're not actually getting that much. But the one-time payment ones tend to be a decent chunk of money. And that's what I need, because basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a bunch of the money that she has into her SNB account. Which I could have her bills paid out of the SMB account instead of out of her bank account or her household funds account. But the thing is, if you do that, I think it sets it up for one person's account. Sorry, the episode that's playing on my TV is an interesting one to say the least. I'm trying to remember where it was that I actually managed to do the diving. I think it was this. Okay, so I'm gonna cut off here, and I will probably record some more in a few minutes, but I need to close the game and reopen it because it's getting really freaking laggy. So, yeah, I guess I'll do that later.